How's it going, Bladesters? Working to bring you specifications you can relate to so you can have an educated decision on your purchases. This knife is provided by Zach of Zach Stuff. This is the Benchmade Aller. So Aller is now basically French for go. So that's what we're going to be doing today is going forward, seeing how everything goes, kind of jumping into this, the whole thing. After about 18 years with the same company, I am currently unemployed. So that's going to be how everything goes. Some things happen that way, nothing morally, ethically wrong. It just sometimes things don't work out. So that's kind of what the shirt's for as far as what's that going off of. We'll see how everything goes with all of this. I was told that I look like Glenn from The Walking Dead, and I sound like Jeff Goldblum. So we'll see what you guys think about all that. Currently, we're at 1,572 subscribers. So we'll see how everything goes with this whole thing. So this is going to be the knife here. So, how's it going, Blazers? Working to bring you those specifications you can relate to. This is the Benchmade Aller. So it is the friction folder that they do have available. And then it is another one that I have here. So this is the one from Popov leather. So this one actually has the Kershaw Pub. And we're going to be doing a little bit of comparison for that. 1,572 subscribers. So welcome. Thank you. Anybody that's new, that's just finding the channel, welcome aboard. And so hopefully we'll get some subscribes out of it and not a mass exodus. So 1,572. So if that drops dramatically, oh well. But if it goes up, welcome aboard. Thank you very much for your time. And David of Blade Banter. So hopefully you folks are still around. So this is just such a great community. And so that's one thing that is the reason why I felt a little bit more comfortable now instead of when I first started. When I first started and I was just having a few subscribers here and there, even to 100, it was kind of a new thing. So I didn't really know if I wanted to show who I was. Kind of circumstances and everything else, it kind of was like, whatever, it's going to come out. So I'm going to be at Blade Show coming up as well. Since that's going to be happening, I decided to jump right into it. So this is going to be the one from Benchmade. Again, this is the Aller. So it's spelled A-L-L-E-R. I'm probably butchering the name really badly, but it is a French word for go. So this is going to be the knife here. So I believe there's actually more of a money clip than a pocket clip. I'll show you what it looks like in the pocket as well up in the corner here, but that's going to be how it is with the money clip. You can still deploy the knife and use the knife as well. It is a friction folder, so it's a little bit different than what you would normally see, but that's going to be how that's going to be set up for the knife. So it does have, for steel-wise, it's a S30V for the steel, and then that's going to be probably corrosion resistance about 73rd percentile. As far as the actual hardness, about 60th percentile, and then going off of like all the super steels and everything else, about 58th percentile as far as actual edge retention. So all those numbers, again, are in ideal situations. So I mean, that's going to be what you're going to be aiming for more so than what you might get. So there are things that are variables within that, which might give you a little bit different results. So that's going to be how those go for that one here. So this one is 225 of 1200. So it is the first production run of this knife for the Aller. There's a few things that it's just hard for me to recommend it as far as that goes, but that's where I'm going to be showing you another one that is another friction folder. This one actually was from Big Red EDC that he provided this knife, but this is the Kershaw Pub. So this is going to be also a friction folder, maybe a little bit worse for wear as far as the actual fit and finish of it, but that's going to be this one here. So about the same size for it, and then also going to be pretty similar. So you do have the pry bar section for it. I guess this one actually might have a little bit of an up side of it because it actually does have a bottle opener too. So for the Kershaw side of things, and then you're going to have kind of the similar size blades for each of them. And it also does have, it seems a little out of focus there. So it also does have, for this one here, it does have a carbon fiber version you can get. So the pricing wise between these two, so the actual the Benchmade is a retail price or MSRP of $150. Currently, you can get it for about $136. For the Pub, which is a Sinkovich design, probably the cheapest you're going to get for any of his designs. So right now you can get that from anywhere from $16.95 to like $19.95. $19.95 is going to be the carbon fiber scale. This one's the lower priced one, which is aluminum and steel. So that's going to be the pricing for that. So that's where I have a hard time justifying some of those things. But for this one here, 1.6 inches for the blade, sheet foot blade. Also going to be a flat grind for it. So the actual behind the edge thickness, so if you're going to be doing something, cutting something more than paper, this is going to be where that's going to come into play a little bit for that. So it is a flat grind for it, but about 6 sheets of paper is going to be the behind the edge thickness for this knife. So that's about 24 thousandths of an inch behind the edge thickness. It does seem like you can reverse it over. So if you are going to use this as a pocket clip, it seems like you could do a right hand tip up and also a left hand tip up carry for that, which I think you can do that as far as swapping that over for that knife. But also, I mean, you can still operate this one-handed as well. So it's a little bit more, it's a little easier than with the Kershaw. The Kershaw is a little bit more difficult to actually use this one-handed because it does have a bit longer for this kind of the carabiner. But it is something that you can still do one-handed for that. So pricing-wise, so for this one, so again, about $16 to $19 if you do want to pick up a slip for it. So the slip, this is one from Popov leather, which is lifetime warranty, $34, and then you can get a pack of Pokka pens for $8.45. So if you went with this type of setup here with the Pub and then all these items, would run you about 62 bucks. So $62 compared to $136, so less than half price for it. So I guess you determine whether what's going to be the best for you, whether you want to go with this whole kind of EDC setup, or you would want to get the Benchmade Aller. So for me, I'm going this route. So that's where I would recommend for it. So behind that, actually sharpness for it. So this one came out to about 300, which is a new high-end cutlery. So it is sharp. It does cut like a beast. It also does have a front finger choil, which the Sinkovich design does not have. And then this is where I'm going to probably modify it a little bit, because you can probably round this out a little bit and actually get a front choil in there. And that, I think, would be a good design change for that knife. So buy, bar, avoid. If you didn't pick it up already, as far as what I thought, it's going to be an avoid, maybe borrow. Some folks in different countries might have their only option for a Benchmade, and you just want a Benchmade so badly, you're going to pick this one up. And then, but otherwise, I mean, this has everything that you're looking for it. And so you might go, well, this one has something that that one doesn't have. I mean, you have this little point where you can put in a micro bit. And so I was like, okay, well, I mean, is that the only upside to it? But truly, so I've tried this, and I'll probably throw in a picture of it. But so in using this one here, so you can keep it closed, and then you can actually the spacing between the scale, so you can actually put the bit in to this location, and then also have it work with it. So whether that be like a mistake or like something on purpose, you can actually get a microbit and put it in there. So as far as what advantages this has, steel, that's going to be the major advantage for that. It doesn't have a bottle opener. This one has a bottle opener. This one also has a pry bar. I don't know. So let me know as far as what you think about that for this. And this is also how this is wearing, because I am using this every day for the Popov leather, and then also do have my pocket pen with that. So let me know in the comments down below. Thank you very much for sticking around if you made it this far. And then, well, that's me. This is David of Blade Banter. Let me know in the comments down below is what you think. and thank you again for your time.